Them a say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Wagwan, people. Big up on yourself, you know. Yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in. Here the notification does pop up there. YouTube, wagwan. We just want to get the notification. Aquina Williams, big up yourself. Big up to all the people who are here to support the channel. You know what I mean? Just gonna have a quick discussion. Because a lot of videos making the round of Reggae Boyz being are seen as serious contenders to this Gold Cup 2023. Yeah. And I have some audio clips that I want to play for you so that you know people really have us in a high state right now because of the players that we have, because of the team that was selected. Where's the speng done? Content seem lacking this week. YouTubers busy. And that you really I say? Yeah. And a whole heap of videos I drop. I don't know. Yeah, man. So people, we'll be talking about the Reggae Boyz, like I said before. And before I get into that, please remember to like the video, share the content, subscribe to the channel if you're new, like the video. As you come in the coach's desk arena, just like the video, no, man. Hey, that's an easy way of showing how you support the thing, you know. Yeah, man. You're being on, just hit that like button. All right. So, Eagle Republic in the building. Big up Eagle Republic. Me get 2 notification. You're turning up the thing. Me get a 30 minutes until coaches there's no. Yeah, man. YouTube never play with the thing, man. YouTube release the thing. You see, man, it's a big deal. Big up yourself. Joel, what go on? Big up yourself, Dougie. Joan Spence, what's up, girl? Big up yourself. Dr. Dan in the building. Shavon Brown, big up. It's a early pressure. Yeah, man. Smash the like button, people. Bassa documentary. What go on? Adam McGregor in the building. Gregory Hines, big up yourself. At Jamaica 876. Oh, LOL, sorry. What go on, man? Big up yourself. Nitro in the building. Watching Nitro gassing up people. When that press it up. I don't get it though, coach. Apart from the front three, Pinnock and Blake, the rest are average. Well, the rest are Conquer Cuff and other content creators think otherwise. I'm gonna put in a video. I'm gonna hear the discussion we're going surrounding it. Ira for Morris, the Reggae Boyz is trending now, coach. Yeah, man, Reggae Boyz are trend, man. Real hunter, big up yourself. Seriously, literally, the Reggae Boyz trending. Yeah, whether it is for a good reason or a bad reason, people don't take them serious. Football is not played on paper. Whether that is the case, they are still the topic of discussion. Yeah, man, everybody I talk about the Reggae Boyz. Yeah, man, and a reggae toys thing, man. A Reggae Boyz are going. So far, records music. Big up yourself. Look positive out. We go all the way. Bless up Kevin Price. Big up yourself. Rob Smith. Yeah, man. Bailey. So let me update you on that. Bailey, Kemar Toxi Lawrence, and Demarai Gray trained with the team today. So those three players were outstanding, and they trained with the team today. So everybody is accounted for, except we know Rupert. Yeah, man, Rupert would know. Well, I'm not certain that Rupert is there. You understand? So he's possibly the only one that is not accounted for. But everybody else did a man. Coach, I believe them are reignited the Jamaican team. I think lots more players go forward. Yeah, man, me think so too. Bless up at CD and chat. Pagan, big up yourself in the Pagan. Nana is training as well. Well bandaged, but training. Yeah, man. I tell Unseen, Unseen, where you there? Say, Nana train there, no boss, man. You think a joke thing. Yeah, man, do them thing that you can't talk certain things in Unseen. Unseen! Anyways, so the Demarai Gray interview people, I try to actually get the audio or the video, but me can't get it, people. I have to get the print. I have to pay a subscription in order to get that print version so me can put out the interview. And the support on the video is very well. It's good. So me have to big up all the people them who, take the time out to watch it. You understand? So big up to all the people who watch the video and are commenting on the video. Big up yourself. So I actually had to pay for the subscription in order to get the full document so that I could, do that video. So our video is almost 16 minutes long. Yeah. Yeah, man. Let me see what go on in the comment section. All right. Travis, public enemy number one. Welcome. Big up yourself. Talkie in the building. Nana, real old soldier. Why everyone say it's a must win for Jamaica? It is a must win for US too. Loser will be in problem. Unseen need a beating. The boy is going to shock the world, bro. All right. I love the meet and greet that has done also involvement of past players. Yeah, man. And coach Ultimate Butler is there as an ambassador. The coach brought him in to be around the camp and things. So a good look at going, a good look of vibes happening where the Reggae Boyz they are concerned. So we love the vibes that are going. And the big thing that was planned for them when they reached Chicago, that is also another thing. Big, 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 big thing. A whole look of positive vibes are going around the thing, Eagle Republic, the current Reggae Boyz squad is basically an upgrade of the team that went to Mexico, with the exception of Jamal Lowe and Ravel Morrison, Foster, Knight, King, Phillips, and Stewart. Yeah, man. Some fans just love chat and speculate like I them pick the team. All right, public enemy, you're done later. There is a trick to bypass the subscription for these articles in that coach. Hey, me never know still enough, but every time I try bypass it for screenshot, the thing does pop up. So Spengdan probably have to make me know what go on. Yeah, man, me I call out Unseen, man. US further away, but we fit turn up. Yeah, man. We are talk about love chat. Me are talk. Love the interaction with the fans. Yep. I hope we can pass the ball around because everyone thinks we cannot. Bless up code. Toughy Rudy, big up yourself. Hazard, Matt Turner say this is the best Jamaica team him gonna play against. Yep. Big deal then. Oh yeah, tell me Brown no make team. Which Brown? After party Saturday after the US game too. Fresh got in the building. Big up Capo. Chevron, big up yourself. Capo in the building. Coach, a money man. Him can pay. me never know if you go on the subscription, man. So that made it have to pay so me can get the full length of the article. You understand? No, Phillips not make the team. Marlon, what go on? Big up yourself. Devon Smith, big up. Know yourself. Big up yourself. Once you load up the article, just turn off your data and it will remain before the block pops up. Really? I gotta try that. All right, so we soon play the clip, people, that tells you what people are saying about But we have a Michael Antonio interview that I'll be playing for you. Just stay tuned and listen to what go on. Mickey, M.A.
All right, Michael, firstly, congratulations on winning the UEFA Europa Conference League. Has it truly sunk in yet in terms of the trophy and the celebration and everything?
No, no, it hasn't. Like obviously, I know I've won. I've got the medal at home, but it just doesn't feel it's not set home yet. So I'm here. I'm hoping to win another.
Yeah, and being in camp, training with the lads for a day now, how has it been, gelling in?
Yeah, it's been good to be fair. Spirits seem high. We seem quite confident. Training as well today for the first session with me. And yes, I'm feeling positive. Obviously, I've got one cup now. I'm here for a second.
Yeah, and when you think about it, almost 2 years ago, you made a debut for Jamaica. And when you reflect on the journey, I'm sure you always enjoy coming to camp and linking up with the lads.
Yeah, definitely. It's one thing I know, definitely do enjoy is coming here, linking up with the boys, because obviously we got a good bond now. The atmosphere, the camaraderie, everything is quite good here. So I'm enjoying it, and we're gonna keep going.
And how exciting is it when you see and you look around you in the Premier League, so much other fellow Jamaicans such as yourself, the likes of Bobby, Damari, and so much more others in the Premier League?
Yeah, definitely. One thing is, one thing with the Jamaican team there's a lot of potential, there's a lot of quality out there, and people are starting to turn up. Obviously, quite a few Premier League players now are starting to be Damari Gray, Bobby Reed, me, Ethan Pinnock, um, Bailey now is another Premier League player. So there's some quality players turning up here, but it's not just the Premier League players that are quality. There's obviously some quality players that naturally from the island themselves. So Blakey, obviously keeper of the year for the last few years in America. So it's a good squad being built.
Yeah, and when you think about it in other sports, like in athletics, person celebrate with the Jamaican flag. You got the chance to celebrate the Jamaican flag, lifting the trophy. What was that like for you, having the trophy, the flag around your arms?
No, it was amazing to be fair. Obviously, everyone's there supporting their country, and one thing is I'm definitely supporting mine and the island where my mum grew up, and it's the place where she always brought me from when I was young till I was like 20 years old, and I started going there myself. So it was an opportunity for me to have the Jamaican flag around me, and I'd never gonna miss the opportunity.
And just for background, so persons can know a little bit more about it. Stony Hill, correct? The heritage.
Stony Hill, yes, Mannings Hill. Peril, that's where my mum was naturally from. My dad's from St. Catherine's. So it's a place that I definitely know, and I'm not a stranger to the island.
All right. So here Mickey speak, people. Mickey tell about the roots and culture, and he thinks that a nice team is being built, and I think that is what have people talking. You understand? Did Antonio say naturally from the island? If Blakey did say that, a big problem on YouTube. What do you mean naturally from the island? I don't understand that. Rob Smith. I think it is where he was sitting in. I think that the room, the lighting, or he turned, he probably should have turned Mickey a next way in terms of angle so that he can get a better lighting. I think that was the only issue. But when you now see the other videos them where I go on and the camera then clean. Hey, you know really, hey, Travis, public enemy number one. Deal with them for me, man. Yeah, man, deal with them for the Travis. Why everybody optimistic about Jamaica winning the Gold Cup when they cannot beat Panama and not close where the level the Panamanian team is playing? Kwani, remember said that when last we played Panama, Kwani? In Kwani? I think Jamaicans mark very hard, I think they mark hard. That's why Kwani has said that. JFF wants some good media team. Need to buy some cameras. And Earl Bailey said camera did go forward when he came on the show. So we don't know if it not reach it. And the ones that the other people use, I think they said they rent it. Yeah, man. But I think they have a good camera where they are, man. It's just the angle of the person who was being interviewed in terms of, Michael Antonio. Come on, people. One cup don't mash, no coffee don't dash. All right. Yo, like up the man thing. Coach, a USA vlogger said we are our biggest enemy. He said we tend to self-destruct. I think that has to do with the federation. Yeah, man, that has to do with the federation. We just want the team of chemistry. Jamaican born immortal. Me say if Rob Smith never hear that, man, love how them speak humble. Listen, you have to just understand what the man them or the man them the language of them learn, you know. You see, because we learn it the next way and we hear them speak it, it always gonna bring across a certain vibe in a Rob Smith. But behave yourself, man. Wait, so them just love complain. Nothing no look clean. Okay. All right, Hazard, big up yourself. What did he say wrong? Ain't Blake, Bailey, and others naturally from Jamaica? Why base life on the past? That may I say, we just ungrateful. Kwani, you and Nitro join together and blow. Hey, don't bother to fight in the comment section, you know. I think Jamaica's biggest problem is that although they have a great team of individuals, they haven't been able to get their best team together long enough to develop good chemistry. Exactly, cool. The camera seems like the camera works best with the sunlight. Yup, because when them were out on the field and them interview, the last interviews with when we were in Austria, nobody was saying anything. It's just that one of the situation where they were inside. I don't know. Anyways, that's none of my business still. You have your iPhone 12 can also give you a dark shade if you don't angle right where the lighting is concerned, Hazard. Wanna come, someone? Don't change them out. You say you can't win. Just stick to that. If you point in the lens in the light, his face will be that may I tell them that as well. If you hey, uno does eat that something for talk about. They say they meet people for the organic Jamaica. For the fans who are crying about the lack of JPL players in the squad, what kind of message are they sending to players like D Green, RC Foss, N Campbell, Ziminis, etc.? Travis Pessoa, my respect. What am I negative when I want? Star Boys, Juice, Philly, big up yourself, you know. Yeah, man, big up yourself. It's not only the setting, big deal. If it not angle where the light is, you will get poor lighting. All on the camera, but like was. Big deal now look no work, man. Clean Martin. Big up yourself. But this is CD. Coach's desk. That me I say Mosiah. Yeah, people are going. If you're going to the game, drop a thumbs up in the comment section. All of the people that were in the chat, if you're going to the game, drop a comment in the comment section. Drop a thumbs up, rather. All you know do a complain and better someone in got the match. Yeah, man, we talk about that, Rob Smith. Jabless, big up yourself, you know. Hey, Travis, what go on for your coach? What go on for your CSC coach, Travis? That's well. Adapt me, I tell them, you know, man. Big deal, you now got no match. And I put up, when I put up thumbs up. Hey, only now left Jamaica gone. If you not got a match, you gone already, big deal. Me see Cataract pan in flight, you know. Cataract, me see him pan in flight. People no like up the video, man. All right, Lovell's Network. Big up yourself. Tyrone Williams, big up yourself. Big deal and now go nowhere, no, man. Dean Paris, big up yourself. Toki, big up yourself. Yeah, man, I see a few people have put thumbs up now, but I don't know a big deal then, boy, I put thumbs up, you know. Kind of got no, man. Not even local matches there, I see big deal then. Rob Smith, live a US. Niger, you don't need a visa. Nah, man, Cataract can't manage the rum, man. Cataract can't manage no rum. Don't make him fool, you know. Jerome, big up yourself. All right, so we hear what Michael Antonio said. So let me play the clip now, people, of what a channel that I came in contact with. I just scroll through YouTube and I just see that channel a pop up. I say, could Jamaica win the Gold Cup? And I say, interesting. Let me see how we do this. Well, me take a stock. They are not, it's not a Jamaican channel, not a new channel. You understand? So hear what they are saying, and that's why this big thing about Jamaica being the best team at the Gold Cup right now. Yeah, there are a lot of talks about what is happening. Yeah. So let us hear what they have to say. Some youngsters. Read them up.
Are Jamaica one of the favorites to win the Gold Cup this year, 2023? That is a question we have today. Three of us are here to discuss it as they released their roster, I think, yesterday, the day before. So we're here to talk about it. Gold Cup's going to be interesting. This is our first Gold Cup content for the year. So let's get into it. I ask you guys again, can Jamaica be considered one of the favorites to win the whole thing?
I think winning the whole thing, big statement. I don't think so. Personally, I think they'll get to a semifinal finish. I think they'll lose to someone because I feel like it's guaranteed that Mexico, U.S., Canada are all three going to be there. Just a fact. But I think Canada could be a surprise, little dark horse in this running because the addition of Damari Gray, I got the name right finally, so I'm happy with that. Damari Gray, I feel like it adds another level of quality to the squad they didn't have. I feel like they're going to be a counter-attacking team. Let's be real here. That's how they play.
Okay.
They're weaker compared to the other squads. But they have Michael Antonio up front now, Leon Bailey, and then now Damari Gray is assuming that's what I'm guessing is going to be the front three from the squad. But I think they'll have a good shot. I think if they're able to defend well, and then of course that's a very generic statement, but they're able to defend well and then hit well on the counterattack, I think they can shock a lot of teams personally. But I think a semifinal finish, personally for me, will that's what's going to happen to them.
Okay,
maybe a cheeky third place finish. Yeah,
I'll be honest. I was just looking at the groups right now because I hadn't seen the Gold Cup groups. And the U.S., is the first game of the Gold Cup is U.S. versus Jamaica, so that would be really interesting. That the U.S. are probably the best opponent in the Gold Cup, so I think we'll get to see really what Jamaica are made of. I don't think they're favorites to win it. I think the U.S. are still better. Probably Mexico and Canada are still better, but just because you're better on paper, we've seen that so many times, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
We at the end of the day, if your whole team plays well as a collective, you're gonna beat a team who doesn't. So, I think don't sleep on the underdogs. If there's anything I've learned, do never sleep on underdogs. They will knock you out.
True. I love that. First person to ever say that in history of sports. Love that, Diego.
Okay. Originality is not part of the category here.
I'm messing. I'm putting Jamaica over Mexico in terms of potential here, in my opinion. I think it goes. Honestly, I'm putting USA and Canada very equal because USA plays a B team. They don't play their main team. They play a pretty big B team, which they're known for doing. They won the Gold Cup last time they're doing so just because the teams want their players back for preseason, and whatnot. So they play a B team. So I'm putting Canada and USA very similar chances of winning the whole thing. But I think it's hard. But I think quality wise, individually, Jamaica's better than Mexico right now. Mexico are going through their little transition period again. After sacking Diego Kaka, moving to a new interim manager right now. It's all tossed up. Jamaica, on the other hand,
he's solid though.
Like I said, Mexico still has a good chance here, but I think Jamaica is just better. But Jamaica also has their struggles with. They've had quality in the past and nothing happened for it. But Jamaica easily, in my opinion, has the best attack in the Gold Cup. Easily. This kind of USA's B team. I think USA's A team kind of gives Jamaica a little bit more run for their money, but Jamaica easily has the best attack. It's just a matter of being able to break down the opposing defenses with passes and whatnot and getting those players actually the ball, which is going to be hard. I think they have a really good defender in Pinnock. I believe that's who you mentioned that in your team of the year, right? Andres for.
Yes, I did.
Exactly.
Oh, boy.
So Andres, very solid defender for Brentford there. Andres shouted them out earlier in another episode. Go check that out if you want to hear our team of the year for the Premier League. I think Jamaica have a really good overall team, and I wouldn't be shocked if they're in a final, for sure. I wouldn't be shocked if they finish the top of the group over the United States, to be honest. It's just for coverage reasons. They're in Group A. Group consists of USA, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and St. Kitts and Nevis, which was their first appearance in the Gold Cup group stage. So both USA and Jamaica should be beating the other teams, but that first game is going to be pretty important, and I'm going to watch it for sure. But I think
it's definitely a game that's going to set the tone for the tournament for them.
It will be. If Jamaica comes out with a win, then it puts kind of everyone they'll notice them a little bit more. I think no one's really talking about Jamaica too much right now, which I feel like they should. But I think semifinal is a minimum, in my opinion. I feel like if you don't reach semifinal, if you don't reach semifinal with this quality in Jamaica, then I think it's a very big disappointment. I think looking at other teams, there are good other teams too. Like Costa Rica's still very good. Panama's still one to look at, but I think Jamaica still should be over topping those two. Teams there.
Agreed. I think personally, I just don't see them beating even US's B team. I don't see them beating them, but there's a chance. But I feel like in the semis they'll turn it up. Like if they match together in the semis, I think I don't think they'll win, but I don't know. I think they could see now. I would say I agree with you. Mexico, they're stronger on paper than Mexico at the moment, but with the new manager, I think Mexico will go to the final this time. Personally, that's my little prediction there. I know it's not a Mexico
over Canada
episode. Oh yeah, I think so. I think with the squad, because a lot of people don't know that this Jaime Lozano is the new interim manager for Mexico.
Right.
He previously managed the under-23 Olympic team, and a lot of the players on this team he managed in the Olympics a few years ago. So I feel like he's already going to start with the players he already knows, which is our most arguably probably our better players, let's be honest, that are available. He already brought in one of the players from the World Cup when Vega dropped from the squad, so he brought in someone else, Roberto Alvarado, I believe, to bring in. So I'm sure he's going to start. And then Henry Martin, unfortunately, is probably going to start because that's how he knows. But I think they'll go to the final. But I think Jamaica will give every team they play a run for their money. I think they got to be taken seriously, and I'm pretty sure every team will. But yeah, that's my spiel.
Okay, interesting. I'm looking at the Canada national team right now as well. It's not that good. It's very similar to the USA. They're unfortunately they have a lot of top players and top clubs, so they're not bringing too many big players in. Like Alphonso Davies will not be there. Jonathan David will not be there. Even players like Mark Anthony Kaye will not be there. Things like that. So Canada, I kind of overestimated them there, but I do think that they should still be up there. Mexico, despite their weakness, I feel like they should be expecting a top finish. And I know Mexicans will be disappointed if they don't reach that finish. It's the nature of the beast. But, I mean, a USA-Jamaica final, I could see it. Jamaica has as good of a chance as any other team, to be honest. This Gold Cup should be good because I don't see a single team running away with it. And, fully. It shouldn't be like a set in stone kind of thing. So definitely interesting.
Agreed.
I think Mikel Antonio could easily win Golden Boot for the whole tournament. I
don't know about that.
I mean, in comparison to everyone else that's going to the tournament, I could definitely see it.
That's true.
That's true.
Compared to everyone else.
I mean,
if he can actually finish 1v1 opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, give him the chance. I mean, like I said, that the two fast wingers on the sides and Mikel Antonio in the middle, it's going to be a sight to see for sure. All right. Well, I mean, I guess that's really it. Does anyone have any final comments about the whole Jamaica and Gold Cup thing? Should we be sad if they don't?
It's gonna be exciting to watch.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I mean, and if you, the viewer, have any opinions, then please leave in the comments below because we want to hear them as well. If we're totally wrong, tell us we're totally wrong. But go ahead, Andres.
I was going to say, I feel like this, depending on how they do in this Gold Cup, it could set the tone for the 2026 World Cup because now, Mexico, U.S., and Canada have already qualified for the 2026 World Cup as their host nation. It brings room for another CONCACAF team to show up. I believe that's how it works. So I feel like Jamaica can slide in there and be in the World Cup and actually be a decent contender. So I feel like this is a good setting stone to see what they're about in the future. So yeah, that's my last comment.
Solid. All right. Well, if you enjoy watching the video, please consider subscribing. If you want more Gold Cup content, consider subscribing as well. Like I said, let us know your opinion in the comments about anything Gold Cup related, not just Jamaica, any other contenders and whatnot. I hope to see you back on our next video, which should be released the day after this one is released and whatnot. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. See you guys later. Peace.
All right, so here you have it, people. Here are these gentlemen speaking about the Reggae Boyz team. Everybody is on it, and I mean, it is quite interesting. Quite interesting what they had to say. Everybody look at them up on the wagon and say, Reggae Boyz. I mean, quite frankly, it's a very good team on paper. You understand? It is on paper that this team is. So they have to really go out there and put in a good shift. One thing. I mean, one thing I can say is that the Reggae Boyz team, not a bad team. However, one thing that I make note of people is the individualized thing that we tend to talk about. Yeah? The team and its individuality. I don't want to see that. That is good. You get me? But I want to see football being played as a team. More want to see a team effort. You understand? I want to see a team effort. More want to see the team defend as a team. I want to see the team attacking as a team. Overloading as a team. Everything that they do as a team. Whether we mid-block, low block, or press, we want to press as a team. Me no want to see Corey Burke alone and run and a press. Mikel Antonio press. Then the midfield them stay back and still open lanes for the team to break those lines. You understand? So I want to see that cohesive teamwork and base off what happened in Mexico, base off what happened against Argentina. I mean, I think we have the acumen, the footballing acumen, the personnels, the players to really put down a cohesive work, you know. So it is a good look. And I see that this team, if they play together and the chemistry is up, certainly we can do well. Right now, we have not been together. Some of these players, yes, they might know the system, but to play together is a different thing. I guess the training session is to get them that way. But right now, when I'm not seeing that. You understand? People like the video now. People like the video, like the video, like the video. You understand? Like the video. So we drop the link. You can come on. You can call in and express yourself about Brian Sims. Big up yourself. All right, Reggae Boyz Evolution. Big up yourself. Yeah, Marlon. Marlon. And that's a critical thing, you know. For the past two tournaments, even in the Nation League against Mexico, it was moments of brilliance from a Bobby Reid. Last year's Gold Cup, moments of brilliance again from Bobby Reid and others. I want to see the team putting together a team effort. How we Kwani talk about? So what you say? Lady Hyde don't have a license? I never know that. That is shocking. You get what I say? Yeah, people. So that's basically what I want to see. So as I said before, the phone line is open. Public enemy number one. Jermaine, what go on, Jermaine? Big up yourself, you know. So public enemy number one. You can't be the first to call in. Yeah, man. Everyone playing together. And you see these few sessions, don't take them for granted, you know. Especially with Algrims at the helm, you know. You understand? All right. All right, people. So since I don't want to talk about that team there, I have that team there to talk about, you know. You get what I say? All right, let me drop the names for now. Because I know we have everything around here, you know. Now wait there. No, wait there. I know you say it there, no. You say it there. May I find it, people? May I find the team for now? Hold on, man. Before, you know. All right. So we have the CAC team for drop people. We say Grimmy under pressure. And he might get the team then for your place, so. Yeah. Grimmy say, no pressure still, no. I will say Grimmy under pressure. All right, the CSC team leave the island, people. The competition is June 24 and ends on July 7. So I'm going to be telling you the staff members that actually went along with the team, right? So just for clarification, the men footballers must be 22 years old or younger. So it's a under 23 type of thing. While there's no age restriction for the women. All right. So Adrian Reed, Anthony Bennett, Asher Hutchinson, Brandon Cover. Big up Brandon Cover. Christopher Matthews, Christo J. Daly, Daniel Russell, Devonte Campbell, George Grant, Jaheim Thomas, Joshawn Anglin, Marlon Allen, Matthew Baker, Philando Wing, Romaine Blake, Ronaldo Webster, Rashik Kelson, Shanil Thomas, Stephen Young, Tyler Roberts. But what happened to Delano Splat? What happened to Delano Splat, people? Oh, we don't hear him in other team. Yeah? So that team will face Costa Rica, Guatemala, and Honduras. They are in Group B. The women, Andreen Smith, Kristen Chambers, Danique Wilson, Davia Roberts, Destiny Powell, Katia Oakley, Kershaw Thomas, Lauren Reed, Logan McFadden, Malia Atkins, Michaela Days, Malika Days, Mariah Gray, Natoya Atkinson, Sid is there as well, Shanil Buckley, Shaheen Nelson, Cheyenne Bonnick, Sidonie Clark, Tiana Burnett. The girls are in Group B as well. Colombia, El Salvador, Mexico, and Puerto Rico. No, the staff member for these two teams, you have Xavier Gilbert. I guess you'll take charge of the women's team. Wendell Downswell, Marcel Gale, Michael Jackson, Rudolph Astin, Andrew Swell, Karen Clark Lumsden, they're already out of the country. So that is the thing, people. That is a team. So I see some people really missing from the men's side of things. Delano Splat, I don't know why. Luke Badley Morgan, you understand? So oh, he declined the call up. Where's the BM Fuzzy again, yeah, man? Splat have beef with Splat from the U20. Me say him turn on the call up if I say it go. Most a local PE teacher and child of things. Hey, me don't want to load the PE teacher them in a Marcus. Tell you know already, you know. You know, going like you don't want this PE teacher them, you know. I say Simon should go to the Reggae Girls World Cup. That would be good because we're certain we know so then I get some info. Yeah, but Chris Smith, in a year say Jamal Lowry turned on the call up because of whatever reason. Same thing with Omar Ochin wasn't picked because of certain reasons. It would be good to have them, yes, but We can't talk about who we have, man. Fuzzy carry feelings with splat. Me don't know still enough. No Zimenez. Yeah. Zimenez isn't busy under 22. Fuzzy Ouch PE coach. Hey BM, watch it now. Watch it now. No Kenroy Campbell. Yeah, the team could have stronger for really not fresh. But I'm wondering if those players are were available or they were thought of. That are the next thing, you know. Were they available or were they thought of? That is the thing, you know. But I mean, here we go again. Brain drain, when I say if upgrade to $3, man, at 2023 in a brain drain. Reggae Boyz serious contenders to disappoint fans. I know we alone are saying it in a brain drain. A lot of people have been saying it, that the Reggae Boyz are serious contenders, especially on paper. You see me, I say brain drain. So, you mean Hanover on vacation. So, him never want to go. We say Jamal shouldn't be called again. ESPN tweet what that Jamaica is real contender. Me tell us the Jamaica trend right now, you know. Rob Smith, boy, I mean, I think so, you know. I don't think them have any session. All right, brain drain, you see this? See there, Michael Antonio said he want another cup. All right, big up yourself, Tyrone Williams. Chris Smith. Chris Smith. I don't know about last Gold Cup. Last Gold Cup was kind of controversial. You understand? But this Gold Cup, the coach said, I asked the question at the press conference, Chris Smith, and the coach said that Jamal is unavailable. You understand? So that is what we have to work with, Chris Smith. I want the snacks, man. Hey, Bridget. $2 can't buy snacks to your girls, them, man. Yeah, tax, man. Coach, teacher is a better coach than Gordon. You see him teams them play well, yes. So I don't know if I can challenge that. Hey, me drop me drop the team in our group a while ago. And the man they must say, yo, that team are biased. But that's nothing new with the selection process. Yeah, Chris Smith, but me happen to know say that go on still, you know. In the Mikel Antonio situation, me happen to know say that go on still. Me can't tell her. Anyways, we don't want to go in a pass still, but brain drain. Yeah, man, big up yourself, brain drain. So we get some snacks. So people say brain drain drop a $10 for the snacks. Hey, we're not easy, you know. But seriously, people, the CAC team might be a cause for contention. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. People, like the stream now, people. Like the video. We drop the link. We open the phone line. No, nobody now call in. Yeah, but I am not there to contend Chris Smith who is telling the truth or not. Until Jamal Lowe comes out and say otherwise, me can't say otherwise right now, Chris Smith. You understand? Because I don't know who you would get. Who? So who they take out for put in Jamal Lowe? Remember me asked the question, you know, at the press conference, you know. I said, how come Jamal Lowe and them man, you know, in the thing? Public enemy number one. Well, go on.
Coach, big up, man.
Yeah, deal with.
Over there, I chef up some food there. Come from work early, you know.
Yeah.
Chef up some pot, yeah.
Yeah, chef up some pot or some
So,
food.
yeah, chef up some food there in a pot, you know. Yeah. So I go on, guy, man. Coach, don't care which Jamaica team pick. People are their favorite, their favorite don't pick. This man that should get picked. So don't care what we do. Because me don't play with the Gold Cup squad because we spawn up in our team. I know what? All of a sudden, how Craig Butler come tell the whole of Jamaica 2 weeks before, so we spawn got Gold Cup. Something fishy about that, coach. That's right. All of a sudden, Craig Butler tap me, Jeff. My big up John Wall. Can we get to understand, you know? So Craig Butler and John Wall, you know, in some big business relationship, you know. Big and serious, you know. So I wonder if Coach Green get compromised. Coach, he asked Coach Green about Ravel. And he said, Ravel now no club. Which club Whisper have? And then what tell us say, you can Whisper be a fan, to give him experience, time have talent. And me asked about Jamal Lowe. And he said Jamal Lowe turned on. So we don't know what to say. Family, God knows. Something not right about this. You say who's going to get picked?
Mm-hmm.
Panny day. If Craig never come out go tell him 2 weeks ago before, me don't feel no way. I'm not right as a coach. How Craig would I come tell you who Jamaica 2 weeks before? You see a Whisper a big send-off party. Attack in front of players about water.
But to me, you know, Travis, I think the team was already picked, you know. The tour to Austria was to see if there is any additional players that they need, you know. That's my
Yeah, listen up. I have a problem with that for the Austria tour, you know. But Craig, come on, don't say Whisper get picked for Gold Cup. That me I talk about.
So now that me I say team was selected before.
Hey, coach, you see, you're too diplomatic here.
Oh, diplomacy coming at that, Virgin. The team picked before, and the man want to see a few more players if he could have add anybody. And that's why the team go down to Austria, me believe. That is, there's no diplomacy in that.
So, to be fair, does Whisper worry a place because the ability? I'm not the young man, you know, great youth, have great potential and talent. But to me, in Jamal, no, this is a fishy to me, brother. Me not buy that. And me personally follow Jamal on Instagram. Me ask him, me message him, ask him. Me get a reply because I usually always respond and talk to his fans.
Yeah.
So me get a response from him yet.
Yeah.
But Whisper did there.
We are going to do some investigative journalism and try to find out what go on. Because me ask a question. Me ask a question. Oh, Ravel is not in.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a club and Whisper is in when Jamal Lowe is also absent. And the man tell me say Jamal Lowe turned down the call up because of personal reasons.
All right. Those Phoenix training better than DC United.
I can't say.
No, come on, coach. Come on. Be realistic here, man.
Me don't know, but
come on, coach.
If
DC United is a professional MLS club. Phoenix is a academy. How we say, man?
Well, yeah, you could have said
coach,
the training level at DC United is above Phoenix for real. Because some youngsters are training at Phoenix.
Yeah. But here we coach again. Same time to Ravel from Mexico game say, you know, think he will pick Ravel. Why, God, no, man. It's a great media of you 100%, but you got a 50 around.
Yeah.
You got yeah, man.
Ja.
You got a 50 for me around. Yeah, man, you got a 50 for me around.
By just having that one thing where you think, Travis.
Coach. Listen up, coach, man. See, Jamaica. We hear some things up before. Let me tell you that when we hear on the ground, I know I'm on the football and I have all my legs in football locally. And I heard that John Wall and Craig Butler had some business relationship. And that's why the goalkeeper was get called for the team when he shouldn't get called. That I'm more than goalkeeper. All of a sudden, the coach called me a Phoenix. All of a sudden, I hear Craig up JFF again. Craig up big up John Wall. Something all right, yes, brother. I'm not push the call up, you know. Can't get called already, so I'm supporting the youth. We have talent.
But
great talent. Something all right. Yeah, I principle me enough. Matter of principle. That me enough. You see me I say? Principle me enough. Come here, Craig, and attack like you want to say. Damari enough to start Whisper and Leon Bailey have a combination. Whisper start on the side. I must scrape out that coach's side. Whisper start on field side when they are coaching. You see me I say? Damari go right away as he come. Right away for me. Bailey, left and right, him and Damari, Antonio front there. So in our midfield, I use Bobby, DJ, and a Latibo here. Defense work out for themselves. Bell impressed me last game. So my team and taxi there. So I see him Brown and Lembe CK again for him fight out. Anyone play? I blow fit. It look like maps out play. Maps I chosen something to all games. Capino now already. I'm Blake in a goal. So I team that for me.
All right, sir. But anyways, the people inside
Yeah, man.
a conspiracy theory I bring up. So, you see what I say?
Yeah, I know. You see me talk things. There always a conspiracy theory, man. Because that's my problem. I bought the Packers, they don't say that. A Jamaica is a coach. Not no higher than Jamaica. All right.
All right.
Big up.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Go and flash out the mackerel and rice.
No, man. No mackerel, man. No mackerel today.
Where's the flash out today? Jimmy Stanley flash out today. Marlon, what go on?
But there, coach, hold on.
Hey. What go on top brass? Man from the media.
Amazing.
What go on?
Amazing. I got a conspiracy business here. Go on. You see you Butler? Yes, Butler. See you? Yeah, you buy your John Wall and Keno your training program. You buy about put with Spider inside. What a conspiracy the body means, man.
Why me I
Well,
tell
I'm gonna
you?
get in with Spider. Boy, I'm gonna get the scoop on there. Tall, means it.
I Travis alone get that still.
Yeah. Boy, I'm going Travis because Travis have good sources, man.
Yeah, man. Look like
When I go call,
theme sources, they're higher than your sources.
yes, man. Really? I am.
So when you think about it, the talks about the Reggae Boyz seen as a serious Gold Cup contenders by a lot of media houses, online media.
You know me, I'm in
Mm.
I'm in a space that a lot of USA fan base and Twitter space because we go talk to them at night time.
Mhm.
They're so worried right now how their wing backs gonna all they worrying about who to cover. If Demar Gray is the man to cover, Mikel Antonio, so they're gonna wonder who and who to cover. So I mean, like, it's good. It's good, Minzy, to get all this hype. I feel so good about my country. We can talk about my country right now, and want to go out on the field and perform. You know, but I think going if they win games by games and go in the tournament, I think they're gonna build momentum and build a farm. I think tournaments winning games in a tournament is different from when you play in a friendly. So tournament team is different from a friendly. So hope I'm look like a tournament coach. You can do the right thing. So I'm expecting a better performance going in forward. I don't have a problem whispering the squad in Minzy. He's the future, you know.
Okay.
And when baby that just started off the national team, we call him on the 8-17. So I really don't have a problem with him. I rest bigger than his team. I mean, can give a young star boss. I think so. I think you get him up to speed because he can be a very good asset to the national program going forward. So I don't have a problem. We have one youngster in the team. I don't understand why they're so mad about whispering the team. But I guess we both have a lot of hate and a lot of conspiracies going around. So
I think the principle more why people really attack still enough. But the people they want to know which media house.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I dispute that means, but I really don't have a problem whispering the squad. I feel like it's a very youngster add something towards the team. If whispering that talent to the team or no form or shape or way, then I would understand. But I think he had something at a different dimension going for. He's very direct and he's young, so why not just give the young man a chance rather than them have been a lot of chance? Just give the young man a chance. And Jamal would say it's personal reasons. These guys just love come with conspiracy. But hey, Minzy, I'm just saying.
People they must say which media house they rep.
Boy, I want to say Alex TV boss, isn't it?
Alex TV.
So,
okay. All right.
Yeah, Alex TV. So that's why they're media host them rep,
All right.
So for me, it means big up yourself, Marlon. Big up yourself on the panel.
All right, big up yourself.
Yeah, big up.
Yeah, Marlon.
Yeah, man, where you going, coach?
We're there, you know. Yeah, deal it.
Yeah, we're there. Taking the show and thing and all, taking the chat. But I say still, there will always be question marks around when you have persons playing and persons not playing. And person who's not really a professional, so that question will always be there.
Yeah.
And I said, Robert asked a question, you asked a question, the coach.
Yeah.
Give an answer. But it also there are two young players that was in Jamaica who scored 18 and 20 goals. It could demote. This could break them for the future as well, right?
Yeah, it could, but what if they do that and they get a contract outside of Jamaica?
Yeah, no,
So it's not a real loss for them.
no, I'm not talking about them even at least being a part of a training squad, right? Because I saw these two players were building the last part of the season. So I said not them getting a chance to train in that 30-man pool when we were short of players being there. I think and when they look and they see someone who's not playing football, not playing and being included, I think they will look, because I've taught a lot of person from the football circle, and a lot of person is not really agreeing with it. Because person, I just got a message from someone a while ago. They're like, they don't see it. Because they said, yes, Whisper have talent, right? Whisper have talent, but the other person there. So if the other person went to the training camp and they didn't perform and he outperformed them, yes, you have to agree with that. So well, he look better than there. So that will always be a question mark about this. But I think from what I've seen out of the training camp today, everything positive. First that grade looked very, very sharp. Mikel came in sharp as well. The late inclusion persons that came in that we had a concern about already how sharp they're gonna be. So that's one thing. But at the same time, coach, and I say still, we still can't take you. They're home, they're the defending champion, and America have one thing over every country in the world, pride.
Yeah.
Who put on that jersey, right? Those who put on that jersey, they're gonna go out there and play. Whether it versus the A or C or B squad, they're gonna represent the US. But them, it doesn't say a C squad. It's the American international team, and we put on the jersey that with pride. So I think from that standpoint, we can be overconfident because although a lot of them probably play 45 minutes or 60 minutes of international football, but guess what? They have a system and they can fit in the system. That's what they have. They are more organized than us. Coaches have to do something. Hopefully it works out. But if you're talking about individual weapon, we have it. But can we function as a team?
As a team, that me want to say.
Right.
All right. But hold on, Marlon. We have a caller online. Caller, go ahead. Welcome to the show.
Manners and blessing, coach, man. Respect, man. You see it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Coach, Minzy, I'm so disappointed, Honestly, I'm so disappointed man, some people who are company program, brother. I'm gonna talk to everybody. I'm gonna talk to all Marlon to brother. Make sleeping dogs lie, bro. The man that already picked the team already, brother. People are gonna feel away. And every team in the world, every country, people the coach pick a side, everybody now will agree with it. But when now come and talk about the youth, them are gonna feel away. The man, listen, the man that talk about exceptional talent. The man say, yo, if you don't want to play for the country, brother, you go look. You not be able like say Jamaica national team fit make players get contract and all them thing there. Big man, when you play ball, you get a contract, man, for play, man. See? But anyway, what me I say I know. See, at the first Minzy, at the first in our history, me see me I watch the whole of the American media. And every part you turn, brother, Jamaican football them talk about, Jamaican team them talk about, bro. Every single way you turn, not even in a Jamaican space. Right now, me not see them talk about Jamaica football and them so. As one me hear them talk about way over here so. Me I tell you something.
It happened already, Arden. It happened in 2011. When Jamaica won the, and the US knocked them out the quarterfinal. So it happened already. It happened when Jamaica won 3 from 3. So
was it before we go into the game, Marlon, or because remember we not kick a ball yet, and a lot of talks surrounding Jamaica, So it's a difference. that was in the tournament.
So,
That's true.
This is before the
yeah, what?
tournament.
Maybe Marlon understand me I say still. Me I say me never see this in a history. At Jamaica, every time, sometime me hear them say, boy, me used to hear them say, well, Jamaica will come this, they no must make it out of them group or whatever you are. Jamaica have a good team. But that team yeah, get the people them scared. Listen, man. May I listen to a podcast today? May I watch a podcast today? And me and the brethren say, and this is the second podcast I listen again instead. They say this. Say no team no team at all in this competition don't have the front line with Jamaica have. You understand? And them pick out, and not just the forward line alone, them pick out, you know. Me and man talk about, me and man said today, Bobby, the cover read. Iman just say man name them like with a fear. Seeing, I mean hear the man mention Ethan, you know. And then Iman said, boy, you not only that, but the man they have players now in a championship. We can even maybe when go back to the country, them are gonna play in the Premier League too. Seeing to show you how the man they have this. Me that listen to a podcast what they had. And me hear a brethren say, I think me send it to you, no, coach Minzy. Me send it to you. When the brethren say, boy, yeah, Jamaica issue is this, like when they start a thing and they go, they send back an English player them and they go pick up some local player. Some band local player. You know, so that's why then team can, like them I say, that's why team can gel, because it just stick with one set of player and make it thing work. But coach, me not tell you like, as a Jamaican, me feel proud. I first me see American afraid that we suck. Not even when we got the final,
No,
the
man,
two final the last time.
they're afraid that we not trucks, man. They're afraid.
No, man. Me know that. Me know that, man. Me know that. Me talk about football, bro. Trust me. Real good. So, I want to tell all of Jamaican, say, listen, please, it's side pick already. Me know say, mother give the youth from Mount Pleasant a try and anything there. You know why me kind of feel the same not go. And me never bother call on him who should have go over and anything there. But me just keep that inside of me because the team already pick coach. So me could just send out a good feedback. We don't know say people did it where people should have, you understand? People that talk about Corey Burke. I'm sure say when a Jamaican striker could have got in space of Corey Burke. Straight. You understand? But me could just think positive, no man, and it's side pick already. So please just support this side. Nobody just say why every player did it just all the best and just cheer them on, bro. Just cheer them on, man, and just low in negativity, seeing, and just make we, hey, me start by my champion already, you know, come I go celebrate, you know, coach. Yeah, man, I go celebrate, man. And you know, say champion and not without a buckle of Jamaican rum, so all that tonight too. But we are prepared to celebrate, man, because trust me, them talk about chemistry, and them talk about boy player not go fit. Coach, when we done this a campaign, yeah? When we done this a campaign, coach. Oh, them go treat it like Brazil. So I don't want the fans to worry. No worry on themselves. Trust me, just feel a vibe. They have that one a lot. See now worry about midfield. He coach no matter, man. So I'm just tell every man say, just support the team. We are one Jamaica. Yeah, straight up. A man has a respect, coach.
All right, big up yourself. People, all the audio sound now. Tell me, talk to me. All the audio sound. Because when I said the audio thing sound away. All the audio sound. Talk to me now. Check. I remember say cash. Super chat. All right, let me tell you this now. Marlon, the coach, from what I have heard, would have spoken to every single player 1v1, like him up on the ball field. You get what I say? So he would have had an understanding with all the players. So the players have an understanding. So I guess what happened is that him call the players them who him have in him whatever, in him back of mind. And that is the thing right now. Him speak how much players this job? 50. Here said the man talk to all of them. Where you said the audio no sound good? What go on? Yeah, hear me clearly, Marlon?
Yeah, man, I hear clearly.
I don't know what go on. Anyways. He spoke to all the players. Emery Kitts, big up yourself on that super sticker. So he would have spoken to all the players individually. So I don't know if him talk to a man and a man say him not available, him book him vacation already, or him talk to a man and say, yo, you know, say me not pick you like with Ravel, or you know, say me I pick your XYZ. You see me I say? I don't know what go on in the conversations, but me know him talk to them. So at the end of the day, if I am in a press conference and I ask the coach, why you don't pick Marlon? And him say, you know, say Marlon had some issues, some personal issues, that's why I'm not come. So I couldn't pick him. XYZ. I have to believe the coach this say no. But what me I gotta do now, Marlon, I have to go do some investigative work, probably contact Marlon or persons close to Marlon to find out if that is the case. You understand? So that me see I go on. But like you said earlier, the US team now gonna be a walkover, you know. They're not gonna be they have a new coach. Them say one little what you call it?
Guess what?
Family man, so him not really probably know about coaching, but at the end of the day, huh?
But he won a title a couple days ago. So you can't put that over him.
Mm-hmm.
He coached 2 games in professional coaching career. Right? He has never been a first team coach before. Always a third string coach. Right? So, but guess what? He went there with a good team and he won the Nation League.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, and we're from Malatino, the US are coming out of Nation League with 5 players on that team. Right? About 2 players play out of it. Matt Turner, Robinson already has a hamstring problem. They're still hopeful that he can start on Saturday. If not, I think you'll be seeing Miaza and Lang. And these are 2 big, tall defenders, right? But good with the ball at their foot same way. So, as I said, this is one of the time we have now. We are probably we have a chance to really make a statement in CONCACAF and open everybody's eyes again. We did it in 2015 after we came back from Copa America. I think this time we have more talent at our disposal right now. So I think this can really be an eye opener for the world of CONCACAF.
Mm-hmm.
Canada have a normal side here.
Yeah.
Take out Estaki out of it. There's nothing really special about the team to write about. Cavallini will score goals. You will also miss him as well. But Panama. But at the same time, as poor as this Mexican team has been, they have a dangerous team same way. Because they didn't change anybody. It's the same team that came from the Nation League. It's the same team coming to the Gold Cup. Only thing they have now is a new interim coach.
So, all right. Chevron Pierre, me see your question in the comment section. Remember, so them have to fill spaces, you know. So you might talk to all of the players then, but they know so they're not gonna be a part of the thing at the Gold Cup squad, but they have to provide a provisional squad. So they just put names, I believe. Because the coach might have firm amount of players, and in order to fill the whole 50 or the entire roster, they put some players. But your question makes sense.
Yeah, I get that, cause All right, let's say hypothetically.
Yeah, hold
It's
on.
not a
You turn Kyle. A Kyle are the hypothetical boss.
no, but suppose all of the other midfielders them something happened, they had to pull out. Then he could have only chosen midfielders from the provisional list, and then he would have had to have chosen Ravel. So I don't think that was a smart. If indeed he did tell Ravel that after the Mexico game, I don't think it was a smart move to really add him to the provisional list, because that would have probably even get up Ravel hopes. Because Ravel probably look on the list and say, hey, what about a top talent midfielder on upon this? I probably may have a chance, and then I call him. But Ravel think so I think about it, I think Rooney do Ravel dirty. Because if Rooney knows him never have Ravel in plans prior to registration, him should have sell him or loan him. Can wait until the transfer window close before them tell Ravel say he wasn't going to be registered. So literally have the man sit down for half a season and do nothing at all. So I think that was extreme.
Sure, the transfer window will close. MLS transfer window closed in March. So the transfer window wasn't closed.
Yeah, but suppose to MLS him want to go overseas.
Right. But at the same time, still
remember, if the situation where the club in a MLS no want him, most likely other team not really want him like that.
But Chevron, if you
have the opportunity to go somewhere else, then it would have difficult because the transfer window closed.
Chevron.
So that was extremely. You should have said something to him from early than just have him sit down. I said, we don't know what happened behind closed door. We don't know when it happened.
Check. You know, hear me, Chevron?
When I like that. When I like the whole idea there.
Marlon, you hear me?
I hear you
for half a season.
Chevron does that.
Nothing. I know transfer window supposed to open back soon, so hopefully he can find somewhere and can go. If I even on loan, if I even for come on it guard next season, I don't know.
Chevron, you hear me?
I just never like that idea there. Honestly, I wish Rafael live in Ascot.
Marlon,
That's
see if
my only concern for that. Only concern I have right now at the midfield.
So, are you coach?
I'm not too happy. Not say happy, but I'm not too confident
you're not midfield
going forward for that squad here.
Chevron. All right, he's not here with Star. I don't know why I'm not here. But Chevron.
Check a picture.
But Chevron, if
Marlon, you hear me?
May I hear you, Chevron? May I come like you not hear us?
Marlon, you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you, but you're not hearing me and coach.
all right, what may I say? If me tell you Marlon say yo, you know say you're not gonna be a part of the final selection until you get a club. You being a part of the pool, it's still gonna push you to get a club, you know.
And guess what? At the same time, I think knowing Ravel, he was someone, because remember, so Ravel come not playing football, and Ravel came. I was one of our better players, right? So we basically know say we program himself to be fit, right? So as I said, still as a player, he need to start take accountability for him action and everything. So he need to save a club, and I think he will out there looking and say, guess what? The team is getting better and better now. So guess what? If I want to be a part of his team, I need to really settle on myself and work towards it. Because come National League in September, you will probably have more addition coming in. And you're talking about quality additions. So he need to start looking at himself now. That's a part he need to evaluate himself and say, guess what? You know, so right now we need to be serious. If you want to work up and stuff like that. And remember, say age is
catch
13
up on him.
So he must really evaluate himself and say, guess what, this is what I want to Nation League. So he must really at times still, sometimes we might blame coaches and other person, but he has to really take responsibility for his actions still. As sports personnel, we have to really take care of yourself and make her. And guess what? If you don't perform, the coach are gonna select you.
Yeah. See, we have Cataract in the building. Eagle Republic, welcome back to the Coaches Desk membership. Big up yourself, Eagle Republic. You are now an erudite. Bless up yourself. All right, we have Cataract in the building. Well, go on, Cataract.
Yeah, man. JFK, first leg of the journey, life of the ultra, you know?
You see, I met the people them so go on. The people them when I travel and them thing there.
So the life of the ultra guy, you know, but I don't want Sam's Arby take the fool and I trace him in a wheelchair, man. But I got ready Saturday. Fully.
What kind of trickery that you go with Cataract?
Yeah, fully bully. So we have one thing to do in New York tonight and then over to Chicago tomorrow, you know?
So come in a wheelchair.
No, brother, you know, I'm sick long time, dog.
No, me never know you can't walk, brother.
But sick or down or out, as long as me have breath in my body, me have to support my side. As long as me have breathe. You see it? So big up there, the ultra there. I see some man done make it there already and post in our group. Section 231. Section 231. Yeah. And you know, it's just a life of the ultra. You know? We get excited, we feel good, we're up for it, we're ready for it. The only regret is that, you know, when I go see the big man mountain, the boss Ethan pin up in our first game. So wish his wife, you know, well, and his child.
Yeah.
And just forward in a week when we take on Trinidad. Bit of a surprise though. I was expecting French Guyana, I wasn't expecting St. Kitts. So California look good, you know. So they're the three group stage game and call it George, you know. If we reach at the final, then you know, so we have to do it again. But yeah, man. But when I want to fuss and fight around the team now, as I always say, once the coach pick the side, a full support, you know. We can dissect it thing after. Are these players we have to work with, and we ask the players just to work with us, you know. Put the ball in the back of the net. My thing. So that's my opening tape. I go and listen still, see me.
Alright, big up yourself, Qatar. Yeah, man. The real old China building. Yeah, Siobhan. Yeah. We're not sure if you did that hear, but we did that hear you.
Yeah, I never did. I know a while ago. Probably Washington DC hear me and decide to cut off the internet.
Because we are say if the coach talk to Ravel, the owners is on Ravel if he got deal with them have to deal with. I don't think same hopes are gonna be up for that.
Yeah, but that's the way me I look upon it. If say like, I mean, if you tell him say now get selected, if he not get a club, then don't add him to the provisional. I understand say you want to add players, but remember the provisional
but what me
list.
say, you can add him to it and him get club, you know, and that not necessarily means that even though he missed the Gold Cup, no means that him a go just out in the wilderness, even if him get a club. I think that is a reasonable thing to tell him.
Yeah, but the provisional list I never. Me. No, the provisional list will drop the 1st of June.
No, the provisional list. Remember, the provisional list is available. So just in case, even before you name the 23 players, you could still go and pick somebody from it.
Yeah.
In case you have injury or anything.
Yeah, no. What me say no, the provisional list would have been named before, so there's no possibility of Rafael finding a club now until July. And that's probably after.
But it still tells me though, Siobhan, that going forward, in order for him to be back in the national team, he must get a club. So it doesn't necessarily mean that him light cut off because of Gold Cup.
Yeah, we know that.
So if he want to continue to make waves in the team, he can't just drop him on because he not make the Gold Cup. So he have to move forward and try get a club so he can make the team going forward.
Yeah, I understand that in a coach. What media says, what media say pertain to this current, so the professional listener is just for this particular Gold Cup. As a matter still, probably me just overthink it in another sense there, but I just never find it makes sense for have him in the provisional list if you know you weren't going to select him. That's what media say. Don't tell me I come cut off again.
You know, yeah, way.
Yeah, man.
Oh, come on. No, Washington DC are listening, so. So coach, so what
Yeah.
you think about the midfield options though we have? Your
For,
honest
for,
opinion.
for me, still, I believe the two strongest area of the team would have been the defense and the forward. But with Ethan Pinnock not there and Damian Lowe not 100%,
100%, yeah.
I think that has weakened the defense. All right. Midfield, it is still an issue for me. I have not seen, even the games that they played, I have not seen the fluidity of the midfield. Latibo never looked bad. But again, he's a defender and they put him in a defensive midfield role or a box-to-box. He kind of playing out a position to me. So all in all, for me, that is also an issue. So the midfield is the weakest part of the team. And that's where I want to see the whole team chemistry and team camaraderie comes about, where it's not no individual thing. We are gonna need individual brilliance at one point or another in the game, But for me,
you don't want to be the main thing.
don't want to be the main thing of this campaign. Even though you're going into a tournament or you win, not really matter, because it's a tournament. So ugly win is better than a pretty loss. That's how it goes.
Yeah. All right, so coach, one more concern I have, and we go back to the midfield again. We've gotten Andre Gray now, which everybody is happy for. But my biggest concern is on the defensive side of the game now, because we know Leon is not a player known for come back on defense. We know Gray, I don't see him as that defensive workhorse. So based on the formation that the coach has been playing so far, that's another concern for me, because with the defensive midfielders that we have, I don't see them having that effect on a defensive aspect. Because if you look at all of the goals that has been scoring against us lately, all of the goals are literally the same. Almost every goal come from the same. The ball come across from one of the side them. So that are just my biggest concern, because persons will say, "Yo, USA bring a BP."
Which games you refer to though, Siobhan? Because you have to be specific,
All right, so I guess people will say we can't use the Austria game because it wasn't our first team, but we still are going to use it because of the same personnel them. Because it's still Javian Brown and it's still Dexter. Mariappa is in the squad, and it seems as if the coach has a lot of time.
No, me I talk about the goals them, Siobhan. The goals. You say we concede goals the same way, because the goals them in Austria, I think of some ping ball type of goal.
The two goal against Jordan were two counter attack.
And a counter attack against Jordan. So I don't know if I see him where goal them come. If we use those two last games.
All right, so the Jordan game, the ball, remember, so the ball, actually, all right, so the defensive breakdown when the ball went over on my boy, look where the right back was. The right back was actually beaten. The right back was actually out of position in that aspect.
No, man, Siobhan, we must say a counter attack,
Yeah, it's a counter attack, but remember, all right.
Pass the ball, and they make one play at the edge of the 18. And the guy throw Mariappa inside out.
No, may I mix it up with the Qatar game. Sorry, may I mix it up with the Qatar game.
Rather than give it that ball.
Yeah, the Qatar game, I have to mix it up with. The first goal that was scored, it's a similar goal that has been scoring against us for the longest while. Because people would have hear some person say a Dexter fault, but to me that wasn't a fault of the right back. It was because Dexter was covering his man, but it's just that somebody overlapped and there was nobody following the man that was overlapping.
But that first goal that was scored when it beat the keeper at the near post, that's not one goal to score on us.
No, the type of build-up, coach. That's the type of build-up.
Yeah, so the defensive section of things, like from everybody as a team, that wasn't happening. So Dexter they basically overloaded that side on us, and Dexter had two players to contend with. So if the other person on the wing was defending, then that wouldn't happen.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That seems to be a weakness of us, because I can guarantee that Qatar would have done their scouting and they would have realized. 'Cause if you realize, most teams tend to attack down our wings, especially the right hand side. If you even look at the Mexico game that we played in the Nation League, even in the first half, when Javier Brown was on the field, constantly they went down there. When they brought on Dexter, they still, even when they weren't being successful, Lozano wasn't being successful in beating Dexter, you still saw where they were still trying. So it seems as if most teams scout Jamaica to know that, hey, attack down their right hand side, 'cause that is their weakness. So that's just
we
where
don't
I
deal
am
with
coming
crosses
from.
well for sure.
But coaches,
So that is where I'm coming from now. So so with the, well, I said, Damar is a great addition attacking wise, but it's just defensive wise that I am really. That's why I said that the midfield, I'm concerned about the midfield because Joel played a great game against Qatar, but it wasn't perfect. But I just as much as people, even the Trinidad team, I see people I say we're going dumb Trinidad. I can't do that because Trinidad is a very defensive team. They sit behind the ball. I watched their game the other day against Guatemala, and I wouldn't say Guatemala is a top tier team, but the fact that Trinidad was able to literally keep Guatemala out of the entire, Guatemala couldn't be able to take a shot for Trinidad. Because Trinidad is a very defensive, and we saw that. Coach, remember the game I watched at Stadium? They stood up in their defense. It's like a Mourinho coached team, literally. Them don't have nothing at all to do with you attacking them goals. So we have to take all of that into consideration as well. So that's just the small.
Yeah, but remember, there's none of these defenders from the Trinidad team in the Trinidad squad, except Jovin Jones. Nobody else is there, so it shows you something.
We have a call online. Caller, welcome. Walsh, go on.
Yeah, man, my dear brother, boy, from what you was to give you a call. Man, I know you can't call me. You go on, man. Don't
You
worry
not
yourself.
call it yet.
I know.
Marlon, you're not trouble, you know.
I'm follow Cataract. I'm follow Cataract and send some of my Dunce friend them for him, you know, make him know him time or hour, you know. Yeah, man, boy, the squad, I'll give him some rate him still, and then pick him side, but I'm still not really comfortable. You understand? With the midfield, I'm a problem. To be honest with you, this is you when you're free. Although them say when you look on some clips still are players, you can't really tell if you don't see the full player, if you really walk one, you know. But my team not try the youth when you're free still. So far when I see with him can tackle, he can pass the ball, he can shoot, go that goal. And he me like him work ethic in the midfield. He run up and down a lot and try to make important plays in terms of on the defensive end. Attacking by why is him not bad? I think I would try him for Lambert, to be honest with you.
But
and question I want to ask, you know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the youth have play for Coventry, Casey Palmer. He not get through the document set. Come and check transfer market. It just show me like the same green flag move, the Jamaica flag move up to citizenship. For Jamaica section, this is where them can play. And I see them, let me see if them are greater. So I don't know what situation in papers come through. And for the next guy play for Peterborough. One name Johnson Clark Harris. So for them papers see it.
I don't know what
Yeah, because I don't love it. Yeah, because them two you there, me think you shouldn't really, especially Johnson Clark Harris. Him shouldn't in the mix, you know. To be honest with you, you know. So, you know, that is a question we need to ask, because are you that score good and I'm playing and play a decent league?
Yeah, well,
and based on how I look on the games them so far.
In if you start out in papers and watch.
Yeah, go ahead, Marlon.
Clark Harris need paperwork. Right? Everything was made for him to go ahead with it, and he hasn't done it as yet. The onus is on him to just follow up and do everything.
Okay. So him drop the ball then. Okay. Yeah. All right. So far still boy, now listen to some people on the ground up on the states and Them have Jamaica as a favorite still, you know. But as everybody said, excited look bad. The first 11 look bad on paper. But in terms of just execute what the coach wants,
As a
that is
team.
that gonna be another thing, you know. As a team. We not play as a team, and that's our biggest concern, you know. Because individually, we're not bad, you know. Can be better, but we're not bad. But when we want to pick on a brain with, in terms of the dealing, who no put it at the field, at the center? Lambert, Latibodier, or Russell? And they'll come off of the line and they'll strike a conversation, reader, because my 2 cents for Russell, although tall and strong, him very slow.
Yeah, that's my concern.
Latibodier energetic and can move. Latibodier energetic can move. I like that. But on Lambert, on the other hand, in passing atrocious, man. Trust me. Yeah, man, atrocious bad, brother. Yeah, you know? But so far still, that's still, the side of bad, but, you know, that's the midfielder problem as usual. I'm going to jump off and go and listen to it now.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, easy.
Yeah, boy, if we have a concern with the midfield, then it's very difficult for me select. Which one of them. You understand?
I think what the coach I guess will have to probably do, if he's right, he's a professional, but how I analyze it and look at it, I will use Latibodier to be a shield in front the back four.
The back four.
So I play a 4-1-4-1. So you know that.
Good. You hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, Cataract.
Yeah, no, I was saying 2 things. 3 things rather. The first is the addition of Damari Gray to the Reggae Boyz. You know, I was on the plane just reading the English news media. That story made the back page headlines on at least 2, the Daily Mail and the Birmingham Echo. But all the newspapers, the Sun, the Guardian, everybody reported on his switch. So it is a big thing in England. But more than that, is a big thing in Birmingham. So all the Birmingham local papers, the Birmingham like the local, you know, you go to regional and local news. It is a thing on the local news that, you know, this player has chosen to switch allegiance. And so I don't know what the backlash that would be in terms of future other players, but it is a big deal. I welcome the Mary Gray to the Jam, and I welcome to Jam Rock, and just do. Secondly, in terms of the defensive midfield, there's a long flight, you know, but I was reading an article about that. Someone was saying that a past footballer saying that Declan Rice is not worth 100 million. That or Chelsea or Arsenal want to pay for him, and they kind of broke it down. So I'd say if anybody can just Google that article and read, because they broke down clearly what is required in a defensive midfielder. They say that he's good at a defensive midfielder, but that range of passing to progress the ball and that they found him weak. But another person was arguing that your first order of business is to defend and protect the back line. So it's an interesting article when you looked at what they said were the traits that a defensive midfielder should have, and you won't find a perfect defensive midfielder who does everything. So it's really the system you play in and who you put him next to. I think they were saying that Chelsea, if he went next to Enzo Francisco or something like that, who is there in the central midfield, they would complement each other like a jigsaw puzzle. That's almost how you have to look at the defensive midfield. You have to find 2 players that where one is weak, the other is strong. So I'm willing to give John Russell his time in the tournament to see what he is. You know, same a player position where, as far as me concerned, and I will never say this because I'm not afraid of no one, Anthony Grant should have been there in that squad to give me the comfort, but he is not. So I will support the player. I hope he does well. I hope he adapts to the CONCACAF game. And what the man them see as the weaknesses, maybe he has other strengths. His passing is certainly a strength, and he can win aerial duels and help to defend against set plays, corners and such in the box. So it's a good look. But my thought on Latiba there, and I've said this to everyone, I think David Lowe said this, if you were not trained to play central defensive midfield, you're going to get caught out. You might have a game where you're good, but I don't see a central defense, as someone just learning to play central defensive midfield, doing well every game over 6 games into a final. Because we saw it with Damian Lowe in Japan. We saw it with Michael Hector when we moved him from central defender to CDM, and I'm not comfortable. I'm waiting to see John Russell build into this role and see what he has to offer. And Kevin Lambert, well, this is your time, dog. You know what I mean? It's either now or never. And on the issue of Ravel, I don't think Ravel is out of the Jamaican squad. He's still in his late 20s, and he will be back. He will find a club, and that's just that. But as of now, I've always said it, even when it applies to Anthony Grant, if you're not playing regular football and not in a team and don't have a club, you don't have no business in the Reggae Boyz. And last thing to the caller now, when say I said him Don's friend, I say a psycho about every year, you know, and a mad rabbit there power at. So we know the shreps. You understand? So that's what that's my take on those 3 things. I don't know how you feel about it, coach.
Yeah, man. Good input there, Katarak. I have nothing to counter attack that with. You control that round. You definitely control that round. But yeah, man, me kind of worried about the middle of the park, and that is an area of concern. But you basically sum it up well, that no one midfield, central defensive midfield have all the attributes or acumen. You understand? So it's just the support cast that is around that individual player is going to make the difference. And like I said, I've always wanted to see this team play like a team. I know we have individual talents. And with that, then there can be individual moments. But trust me, I want to see the team playing as a team. You understand? So,
Coach, as I said, I was talking to Jay this one. I said, I think as the tournament go on, I'm better. But guess what? Again, this game is very, very important, and we can't afford to lose it. Lose it, you're gonna be on the back foot going straight to the tournament. And first of all, I have to understand that. Win or draw, that's it. Because we have to factor the other 2 teams, Trinidad and St. Kitts. If we don't get a positive result, those 2 teams will, especially Trinidad, will probably get a kick off right now, to try to get the 3 points. And come try to get the points from us.
Yep.
So the talent is there, the quality is there, but we just need to have them function on the field. That's one of my main concerns.
Yeah.
And Ango Steve, I know that he's going to set up his team to be sturdy. As he said, he doesn't have the stars apart from Garcia and Pauline. And the guy that gave us hell, Lester Moore, is not even for 13. He's not even in the squad as one of the strikers, so it showed you something. But if we can even compete with US for a 65% level in the midfield, I think we should be okay. If we are competing with them to a level of 65%, that means we're basically on the same par with them. But their midfielders are more technical midfielder than us. If you look at Morris, I think Morris and Sands will play. Sands centre back midfielder. Had a good Gold Cup the last time. Hasn't played for US since that Gold Cup. So after that Gold Cup, he moved to Rangers. Didn't have a good time over there. So he's back again in that position. Morris is I think he played one game for US already. Another dual national, they take it from Canada. The attacking midfielder, I think Mihailovic or Sorona, the young Mexican player. On the wings, I don't think they have a lot of quality out there on the wings. Jordan Morris, a veteran of MLS, veteran of USA team still. So the experience come from Morris, Robinson, Miaza, Lang, Turner, Yedlin. Those are the experienced players, and Roland as well.
Plus, I'm hearing talks about their defense side of things, that they don't have the best defense. The defense kind of leaky, so that's why they're kind of worried about Jamaica's attack.
Yeah, but my Rasmus was rated as one of the best defenders in the last World Cup. He and Damian Lowe. That says something. He's there. He's not. I don't think he's fully fit. But compared to who they had, Richardson, Zimmerman is not there. So it's basically part of the defensive team. Same way. I think right back they should be okay with Yedlin there. Reynolds. Left back, I think Bailey can have a fun there, at least two inexperienced left back. Because the two guys, one played had like 80 minutes of game, and one have over 100 and something. Jones and Skillona. So those are two young players there.
Yeah, but you see for me and that though, Marlon, and this is my take on it, and because what I see is that sometimes when you have a young player that wants to player, he's gonna come out and do well, you know. Remember, say him not have nothing to lose. So yeah, you said the experience, his inexperience against a talented Leon Bailey, it might be an issue, or it can be a case where the inexperienced youth do a bag of things.
Yeah,
so it's just another way to look at it.
I'm wondering if BJ will become Berhalter and play a back three. To have coverage for the centre back.
Never know.
So I say still, it's coming to that time. I think once, as I say still, if we get the team to really function out there 70%, I think we have a talent level to really beat them there. I said the first time they're gonna play together as a full team, most of these players. Zendia's gonna be here. He's a talented person up front for them. The former Mexican player. So he's gonna be a threat. He's gonna be a threat, whether he drift on the right or the left. I think he's gonna be the person we have to pay attention to a lot.
Definitely. I mean, we can't take them for granted, and I'm certain that they are not going to take us for granted. So it's going to be probably a cautious situation from both teams, probably in the first 15 minutes, to see where the teams are and how they can actually, go about sorting it out.
I think, coach, if we can get an early goal and take the American fans out of the game, that set us as well for that game. If we can get an early goal, it will be a good start for us and set us up for the game.
Marlon, personally, I don't think that can happen. I don't think you can take American fans out of the game. Honestly, they're not like the Jamaican fans, them where if them team are lose, then just stay quiet. Them are gonna make nice for them team.
For sure, it's not about matter to keep them quiet, you know. When I like same like how
when you go down, or go behind, it a leak out the window out of them. So instead of them being on the front foot, they have to be on the back foot to try and motivate the team to get back a goal. I think that's what Marlon is referring to.
Like how we went to Mexico and shut them down early. Right, everybody was stunned. So if we get a start like that, but I think the players need to concentrate very, very highly throughout this game. As I said, they are professional players. The coach is a tournament coach, so he will set his team up. We saw what he has done to Iceland over the past already in tournament. So I think we will see the best out of the team in this tournament when he knows he has something playing for.
Well, I know so this World Cup is extremely anticipated. It's highly anticipated because, as well my boy said earlier, RD said earlier, like every American football program, the only thing near them I talk about Jamaica. Everybody like up to the one them even the fact say ESPN FC talk about Jamaica. I mean, I feel like it's really polarizing for no say we are bring that amount of highlight to the team. So hopefully hopefully all the drama can put on pause. So the team can just focus on the rectangle and just put out their best performance. Cause as I say, I have a feeling we can win it. And as well, I think a tactical lead say it. Jamaica biggest enemy that Gold Cup here can potentially be them own, can be one ourselves. So we just have to just keep hope. And as I said, the squad that we have, it's especially up front, it's dangerous. Extremely dangerous. Even Whisper himself, because there's a lot of persons that say like Whisper probably shouldn't be there, but one thing I realize with him like nothing fears him. No matter how big he is, he might go take you on. And it remind me of the same Trinidad game. Coach, you remember in the first half when like whenever they are creating nothing now, Whisper start drop back into the midfield and start demand the ball and start take on the Trinidad and them. It's like I have so me hear people say Whisper probably not get no game, but I say I can see aspect of Whisper actually get game and him be a difference as well because he have a little explosion thing about him and him not afraid to take on people. So I mean we just have may I keep hope so that we can have a good tournament. The minimum me that expect is a semi-final run. But the Achilles heel we have to me would have been the midfield and then off the field stuff as well. So that's around me that my point.
All right. Tomorrow we want kick off the show early again as well, you know. I have some stuff to do in the evenings. That's why I noticed my show them must start early. But for tomorrow evening, we want to do the starting 11 game prediction. It's basically a preview to the game. You understand? So we want everybody to come out. We want just a big support of the team, positivity going into that game, and see how best we can select our starting 11 to see if it matches the team that can actually go out there and give us the victory in that encounter, because we need a positive result. And as they often say, football no play upon paper. And one thing that I know about sports to Marlon and Chevron and others that are viewing and watching and listening is that, you see, sometimes the name of the team itself can drive fear in the opponent. So a team going up against KC, it's because of the history of KC that sometimes cause the team that goes up against them to lapse. You understand? Yep. So US as the name, it doesn't matter how we see their team as being weak. They just won the tournament, their Nations League. So I mean the fans are going to support them. I guess the coach is telling them that we just win the league, we can't roll over and die to this Jamaican
and we're
unknown team.
We're defending champions.
And they are the defending champions as well. So a whole lot of history behind them. So we can't take it for granted that we're going to just go in there and walk over them. You understand?
Coach, but what you say a while ago, we can kind of have a little rebuttal to that, you know.
All right, may I give you time? Because I'll get your time, because we'll close off shortly.
Right.
So what I'm saying is that we can't take them for granted. They are the defending champion and just win the Nations League. The tournament is taking place in their homeland.
But coach, one thing, coach. You notice the last 4 World Cup, the last 4 Gold Cups, we have faced US 4 times. We knocked them out 1 time. Right? They knocked us out 2 times. They beat us.
Yeah.
So you see, not the last 5 Gold Cups, 2011 away, US knocked us in the quarterfinal. So our last 5 Gold Cups, our reign was end by the US, except the one for we go to the final and lose to Mexico.
Right. So let's see if we can really turn that table. And I guess the players that are there would be also gassed up. The Reggae Boyz, they will be gassed up by the support staff around them. So each team our gas up is just who concentrate, who have the better output on the day. So definitely that's what I am looking forward to. Yes, Siobhan, your closing remarks.
Yeah, about the way this like pertaining to the whole name thing. Sometimes just by you facing an opponent, cause me know about that. Because as a youth, when you play against certain team, just you play against a particular team, there's a fear factor. But after I don't think majority of our players them would have US as a big factor. Because remember, most of our players them come from overseas. I don't think an English player is going to fear a US. An English-born player is going to fear a USA because to England, USA is not really a challenge to that. Them see US as a minus. So I think that factor, if we had a mainly domestic-based squad, I can say yeah, but the team is not the same as a couple years ago. We have a highly overseas-based team. So we have to. So that fear factor might not even be there again. And just the players them have to go out there now and just play some ball, play some actual ball itself.
All right, Marlon.
Yeah, man. As sure say, I understand what you're saying, but remember now, the UK born players wouldn't look at USA and say they're a big factor in football, but you're playing as a team now. Remember, they're not playing for England, they're not playing club football now, you're playing for Jamaica. So I think that's where being functional will come in handy. So I know they will come in confident as well. So we just need everything to go out on the field, and once they start functioning on the field as a team, I think it's a big possibility that we can go all the way.
Yeah, definitely. All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. I think this was a good 2 hours of football discussion. Big up to all the persons in the comment section. Big up to Marlon, big up to Katara, big up to Siobhan, and all the persons who came on the phone line to share their few thoughts on what they think will happen in this one. Big up to all the people. People, as you leave, please like the video if you have not done so. Tomorrow we have an exciting show again. Like I said, a preview to the game that will be on Saturday.
Will there be a press conference tomorrow, Coach?
I am not sure. I just joined the CONCACAF team of Media Hub. So let me see. Once that is happening.
Hey, yeah. Flex, Coach. Flex, man. You have to flex that again, sir. You have to say that again, Coach, man.
No, man. I don't know nothing big that, man. Anyways.
Coach, relax, man, Coach. You have to flex that again, Coach. Say it again, man. The people in here.
What am I say again? Enough things we say now.
Where you get access to?
We get access to the CONCACAF Media Hub.
You can't talk to Coach again.
So we're going to see if press conference are going. I guess they will inform us, and once they inform us, I'll let you people know what is happening, of course. So again, big up yourself. Stay safe, people. Until next time. Peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.